Hey guys, Logan McKnight here, ex MedTech CEO and current leadership coach, here to help you solve your tough leadership problems. So, one of the questions I got today was about how you find time to manage your team between your actual job responsibilities. This person was referring to the fact that they have to schedule, and because they're scheduling in surgery, things pop up all the time, and they're not really sure how to manage the schedule, them covering cases, and their people. That's a lot. I would say that's definitely the biggest challenge of being a clinical manager when you start out is trying to figure out how you manage the most important thing in my mind, which is patients and covering cases. And then the second thing, which is your people, right? You can't cover the cases if you don't have your people. So I would say try to figure out a way to kind of manage that within itself. One of the things that I found really helpful was honestly leaning on my team for help. If my goal was always to be consistent with case coverage, so I would really suggest, trying to pick out one or two primary people for each big account or big hospital, and then utilize those people to build relationships with the hospital scheduler. Kind of let them know, hey, if you reach out to this scheduler and you can get some consistency on OR days, on when they're on call, which for me was huge, is knowing when they're on call. And then you can kind of create a schedule that's a little bit more balanced and open for those doctors that you know are going to utilize you when you're on call. And you just prepare for the worst case scenario instead of just kind of hoping for the best. The other thing you can do is reach out to team members and see if, they can give you in advance anything that they've got coming up personally, if they've got something for their kids or doctor's appointment, be realistic with expectations. But I think that's a kind of a great thing you can do that's within your control as a manager. Offer a little bit of flexibility, especially when they do have a long case coverage day. So that's my 2 cents as a good way to kind of start, especially when you're feeling like you can't make an impact, is do little micro impacts, delegate to your team. They're going to be more willing to help you than you think. I remember when I first reached out to my team to ask them if anyone could help schedule. No one offered. So I kind of had our most experienced person help me, even though he wasn't thrilled about that. And then after a few months, I got to meet with one of my other team members. She was actually upset that I didn't ask her to do the schedule. And I thought I'd kind of put it out to everybody, but she kind of felt like I had picked this other guy over her. And she was actually looking for an opportunity to show up in a different way to show that she had the capability to be a leader. So, you don't know until you ask. And I think that also speaks to being able to meet with your team. If you can give them a break from cases, grab coffee with them, just check in with them, see how things are going, see if there's anything that they want to, expand on in their role. And you can be really creative, and you might be surprised how many people actually want to step up on your team and they're just not sure how to verbalize that or get the opportunity. So that is my suggestion. And if you have any other comments or questions, got my email below, and please shoot me an email.